Right, can you tell me who you are and what you're doing here at what university, please?
Okay. My name's Adam Shaw, and I study physics at Heriot-Watt University.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your early schooling at primary school? Were you assessed at primary school? Did you get any support at primary school? What basically happened?
So at primary school, I mean, how long do you want this to be? Like,
you just go. You just say what you want to say.
So
not a day-by-day account.
Yeah. Primary school. Well, my parents knew that I had dyslexia because my mum's a dyslexic herself, and so they always knew, and they told the primary school teachers, and they said, we think our son has dyslexia. If you have any support, give it to him. And they weren't exactly massively receptive. It took them a while, at the very least, to sort of really start doing anything. And then, even then, it wasn't really all that much. So they just sort of gave me a little talk, and just sort of said, "So this is what dyslexia is," and that was pretty much it. And I, of course, at the time knew exactly what dyslexia was because my mum's dyslexic herself, so she had already talked me through that. It wasn't really until secondary school that I got any real support. I got extra time in exams, and I got to take my English exam. I got to do that on a computer. But still, even then, there wasn't really a lot of, like, help, like how, to improve me and my general well-being, my life, just make me more organized. It was all about the exams and the work and all that stuff. So it wasn't actually until university when that changed, when I got an actual formal dyslexia assessment.
Yeah.
When I got actually properly tested. They were all just sort of going on good faith before that, just sort of assuming, yeah, probably. I mean, it's not worth actually doing the exam.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't until university that I actually got properly assessed, and then I got quite a lot of help, actually. So, and I think part of that is because universities are specifically encouraged, if not mandated, I don't know really how it works, to do these things. And I think that's good because it really, I mean, it's helped me quite a lot. And I think it could help quite a lot of other people.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so you got your DSA, which give you some hardware and software. Do you know what the hardware and software is, and did you find that useful?
So, let me just think. With the DSA, I got quite a lot of software and a little recorder thing, which I actually found the most useful of all. That's just to record lectures and then listen back to them later, and it's actually incredibly useful, and I recommend everyone does it, regardless of dyslexia. But the software I got was, there's quite a lot of it in there, and I don't use most of it, to be honest. But I think every person, I mean, it's all, it's aimed at a broad range of people. So some people will use this, and some people use that. So it's not all going to click with every person. Every person will maybe use just one piece.
Sure.
And then, in the end, it'll be worth it, I think. But the things which came with, I believe, were dictation, which is, it could do with some improvement. But I can see where it would be useful. A lot of tools for note-making and mind maps and what you call it, referencing.
Yeah.
And most importantly, I think, is the improved spell checking and the little word definition tool which it has. So you can actually see if that word is the word which you mean to say. So that just speeds things up a little bit, and yeah, that's probably the thing that I use most of all.
And then you come along to dyslexia support. You're in your third year, fourth year, second year, and have you found the dyslexia support here useful?
Yeah, definitely. I think I would say that's the most useful of all the things, because it, rather than giving you tools, it's teaching you skills. So it's like the phrase, give a man a fire and it'll be warm for the night. Yeah. Set a man on a fire and it'll be warm for the rest of his life.
And you, of course, I got the happiness index from you, which I found quite useful, which I found quite interesting. Okay, and if you had one piece of advice to give any other dyslexic student out there, what might it be?
I don't know. It would really depend on them, but I think finding some help is actually quite useful, I think, because initially I wasn't really receptive to going out and asking for help. I think most people are like that, because it's like admitting that you aren't the greatest person in the world. But I think if you actually get someone to help you with these things, it really is quite useful.
Okay. Thanks very much for your time. Much appreciated.